So I'm kind of bored, so I thought I'd record another video, and this time I'm going to take Clara into the Battle Royale, which is probably my favorite part of the game, mainly because it's so unpredictable. Today, the Battle Royale boss element is the opposite of fire, so it's wind. So Clara would normally have an advantage, except of course her might is so ridiculously low right now. I've got a bunch of runs left on Battle Royale, so I want to just compare how Clara performs against her preferred element versus Catherine. My Catherine, by the way, is nowhere near the highest on the server. I'm like ranked in the 30s, which is pretty bad. That's because I've been investing. Oh, I'm in 28 now. All my investment I've been doing in terms of in-game currency has been primarily spent on leveling up Sumia, who I recently got another piece of red equipment for her. So I've got one more to go. I got to make one more yellow jacket, and then she'll be complete with respect to her primary gear. And then I need to work on her gems and her, I think her spirits. I got to get more red spirits for her too. So right now I only have one red spirit, and so we got to fix that. So that'll get her up. They also recently, a couple weeks back, they made a change, which is making it faster to level up your characters. So they radically lowered the experience curve, which is a good thing. So now instead of taking, 10 days to level up, you can do it in about half the time. You need to do all of your 15 quests every day and spend all your energy. You can see I haven't spent all my energy yet. So let's go into the Battle Royale. And we'll start with Clara. Where are you? Okay, and we'll put her preferred element on as her spirit, and let's go. So, one of the things that I like about Battle Royale is you never know if you're going to be competing against real people or if you're going to be competing against bots. Sometimes I can tell by the name of the person that I'm fighting against because I know, okay, this person left the server, months ago. Every now and then you'll see, because the characters are never deleted. So even if you stop playing your account, your character is still going to, from time to time, appear in the arena and also in Battle Royale, and also in the Trial of the Emperor is another place. So here we've got Mean Mug is active. He's in my guild. Kyreneth X, I can't remember if he's active anymore or not. I think he is. And I don't recognize the Chinese characters for the fourth player. Oh, I hate this. I hate being picked a lord. So when you get picked as a lord, you gotta put it in a manual so you can fire off your skills, because otherwise the game will just do it automatically. Oh yeah, I'm going down fast. Alright. Now this is the part that's fun, is being the hunter. Oh, let's take it out of auto. I'm going to take it out of automatic and control her manually. Let's see how she does. So, if you're not familiar with Battle Royale, in this game mode, the meters that you see on the left-hand side, that is how much cumulative damage you have been dealing. So, the good thing is that, actually, I did jump to the top. Part of the reason for that is that if you're fighting against bots instead of real players, because these are all real accounts, but again, the computer could be controlling three out of the four. Obviously, I'm controlling myself. When the bots play the characters instead of a human, the fairy skill and the ultimate never get fired off by the AI. So the AI will use the player's regular skills, but the tapping that I'm doing with respect to firing off my ultimate and firing off my fairy skill, none of the other bots will do that. And so that gives you a real advantage, especially if you have a fairy like Island equipped, who she does a ton of damage when you fire off. I mean, she just really pumps out the damage points. And that alone can win the fight for you in terms of, because you get a reward based on your ranking. And also, the reward, the number of points, is determined by the might of the character that you are bringing in. So I'm going to get a pretty bad reward here, because You know, she's only, what, 60k or so in terms of might. So if you notice that I was awarded 108 points, you can see at the bottom right-hand corner. Now I'm going to go in with a stronger character, and we're going to see if that number goes up. It should. So in a moment here, we are going to switch over to Catherine, who, even though I'm not anywhere near in the top might where Catherine is concerned, she is ridiculously overpowered unless they nerfed her in today's update. So let's see if they did that. So let's go to Catherine. Where are you, Catherine? Here we are. And let's get a 6-star Dark Fairy on her. And let's go. Now for Catherine, when I play her in Battle Royale, I'll usually let it go into automatic mode instead of controlling her manually. Again, just firing off her fairy and her ultimate is really all I have to do, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to win the fight. I'll be the #1 damage dealer when I run as Catherine. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't matter what element I'm fighting against, whether it's her favored element, which would be light, which is a double-edged sword because light and dark are equally opposed. They'll do damage to each other, more so than fighting any other element. So, in theory, Catherine is at a disadvantage here because we're not fighting her preferred element, we're fighting wind. But she's got one skill in particular that is a bit overpowered. So I'm curious to know if they... Alright, cool. So an automatic, I'm not the boss. I hate being the boss. One thing that I really struggled with when I first started playing this game is I really struggled with when I get picked as the boss in Battle Royale, because the person who lands the killing blow is typically picked as the new boss. So you notice at the top of the screen you got that meter, which is the boss's health. And by the way, I don't recognize... I don't know if Honey is an active player or not, and these Chinese names I don't recognize, so I would have to like take screenshots or write them down or something to see. So, but anyway, getting back to what I was struggling with, there's no instruction on how to play the boss. So you have these 4 icons on the screen, like if I get picked as the boss, which might happen because you can see I'm way outperforming everybody else in terms of damage output. So even though I might die, it doesn't matter because you just, you're out of the fight for 5 seconds, you come back and you come back in as full health. But the only thing that I can recognize when I become the boss is I know which skill is the one that's the ultimate because it's a different color. But there's no description of what the skills do. So here you go. So the red one, of course, is the ultimate, it has a 15-second cooldown. These other buttons, you have to kind of play the boss on a regular basis in order to remember what they do. I'm better at playing the 4-legged animals than I am playing the 2-legged. I don't know even what you would call this guy here. But the 2-legged ones I find to be more difficult to play. But you can see here, so even though, okay, I did not die, but you can see I more than, just about almost doubled, not quite doubled, but you can see now. And then my reward was 108, which I think was the same as what I had for when I came in as Clara. Let's try, just for grins, let's try playing as a different Pharaoh hero. Let's play Monica. I really like playing Monica. She's one of my favorite heroes. And I want to say, what is my... Hang on, let me... I hit start, but nothing happened. Come on. Okay. Sometimes this thing will lock up on me. So let's play Monica. And I want to say... She's in the top 5 on the server. Again, I haven't invested heavily in her equipment, so there's lots more I have to do. So I don't think she's hit the 200,000 might yet. I think she's in like maybe the 160k maybe. I'd have to go look after this battle is done. But she really does beastly damage, especially if she's going against wind. She's a lot of fun to watch. She's also one that I can pretty confidently just leave in automatic. So what happens is that when I start the fight, I might leave it in manual mode just in case I get picked as the boss. Because you got a 1 in 4 chance that you're going to be picked. And then, okay, cool. So I'm going to be the hunter. And Monica's kind of easy on the eyes, too. The one kind of flaw or one thing you have to be careful about when you play Monica is the Rage of Queen, which she just fired off. The one that's 4 blues and 1 orange. It takes a long time to cast, and if the enemy that you're fighting moves, as what happened just now, you actually don't land the skill. So sometimes if you're concerned about the boss moving around a lot and you missing your skill, you can take it out of automatic and do the 3 blues, 1 orange, and that's an AoE, and that's going to hit every time. And I just became the boss. You know, sometimes when I'm playing this thing, I'll like, just, don't pick me, don't pick me, don't pick me. Because, yeah, the thing is that you can retarget, but it's very difficult to control the boss in terms of, like if I wanted to go and attack a specific player, like, for example, if I wanted to attack the guy who's second from the top, the guy that's right underneath me, the one that's doing, 75% of the damage, I'd like to take him out, but I can't. So it's best, I just pray, it's like, if I get picked as the boss, I'm like, hurry up and kill me fast. So I can get back to being the hunter. Okay, so you notice that I got out damaged, but then I just fired off island, and I'm back on top again. What's weird, though, is that you notice that her costume changed. So she has the bikini, the summer special outfit on, but when she becomes the boss and then comes back, she comes in with her default outfit, which is kind of weird. You can see here that her damage output is nowhere near what Catherine does. So it's kind of a joke. I mean, kind of a running joke on the server that, yeah, Catherine's overpowered. And it's pretty obvious when you get her and you start playing her and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much damage I'm doing. Oh, let's see. Okay, let me show you Monica's stats. In fact, I think she was the first hero that I got up to 6-star. Because you got that daily event that you could do to get shards every single day for her. So yeah, she's 165k, so she's got quite a ways to go before she's truly powerful. Even so, you can see I'm ranked number 3 on the server. Monica's kind of fallen out of favor, because when Catherine came out, everybody, there was this stampede to level up Catherine because it became quickly apparent how overpowered she is. I do like, of course, my number 1 character right now is Sumiya. And she has some very interesting skills. So I invested in her to get her to, I think I'm still number 1. I got 2 Chinese characters chasing me. But, yeah, so we just got to get her, I got to get my level up. Oh, I've got some skills I can learn. Cool. And I'm out of skill. What am I out of here? Oh, I'm out of cash. Okay. So I got a couple skill books, but not the ability to spend them right now. Okay. And is there anything else I need to do today? So when you forget what you need to do, you go into the quest icon. What do we got here? Oh, cool. More money. That helps. And it's important to go to the daily tab and make sure that you've done your 15 quests for the day. So, and then it's a reminder of, what you haven't done yet. So I tend not to play arena anymore. I don't like, I'm not a big fan of one-on-one PvP. I find the Battle Royale to be more exciting. That's just personal preference. I haven't done my co-op today, and I haven't done my combine. One thing I did want to show, something I didn't know until very recently, our guild leader actually taught me this, and it was an eye-opener. So when you combine equipment, so I'm going to make a piece of equipment I'm going to try for, where is she, Clara. So right now she has, she doesn't have any good equipment except, I mean, she's got like a blue jacket and that's about it. I will make, what do we got here? Have extra shards? Was that? Okay. Let's look at, I know that she doesn't have good gloves yet. Holding items. What does this mean? Does this mean... Oh, they changed the screen. Interesting. Okay. So, I can make... I'm going to make 2 gloves. Oh. Well, that's kind of cool. This is new. Okay. Well, that's a time saver. Okay, yeah, it does. It shows you what you have. That's cool. All right. So, here's what I learned. When you go into forge your equipment, so now that I have 3 gloves, I can combine them to make a higher ranking item. And I didn't realize that before you click forge, don't just automatically use the one that you're wearing as the one that you're going to forge. You need to compare and look at the stat changes. So here you can see this one that's sitting on inventory has a better critical rate. This one's even better. So you click that one. Oops, and I'll have to unequip. So let me go ahead and equip this one. Now I'm going to forge this one because this is the best. And so your chances are better at getting in the evolved item that you're going to get better stats. So now when you're forging greens, I mean, it's a crapshoot because right now you only have one skill to look at, and when it upgrades it, it's going to give you another one. But now I can make 2 blues once I have enough gold, forge, and then I'll get in a third stat, and so on and so forth. So that is something that was very interesting. Let's go ahead and inlay that. And now I can start leveling this thing up. Of course, I don't have the money for it. I'm going to run out. So that is the best I can do right now. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that you found it helpful. I certainly found it helpful when I was taught about it. I was like, wow, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. So, all right, back to YouTube land, I guess. If I could find where my recorder went. Where'd my recorder go? Oh yeah, I guess the other thing to do is we need to molest Tahoe.